Hey, what's up? This is Jared with the Daily App Show. We're brought to you by GoDaddy.com. Here are some coupon codes to help save you a little bit of money over at GoDaddy. So today we're going to take a look at a wine app that I've been waiting to review for a very long time. It's called HelloVino. Now, this app just had some additions added to it. It is in a new version, 1.1, which has basically improved upon an already great application. So the object of this application is to help pair wine with food. Now, in this version, they also allow you to go backwards with that search and find food to go with wine if you, so inclined to have your alcohol before you choose what to eat. So what's cool about this application is I can just simply say, okay, I have a meal, maybe my wife's making dinner and it's going to be some sort of meat. It's my lucky day, and it's beef, and so I'm choosing that, and it happens to be a steak, which really makes me happy. And then I can choose that steak, and let's say it is a prime rib, and then I get some suggestions here. It goes out to the web and grabs these suggestions. So it's suggesting that I get a Syrah. Tells me a little bit about that, which is great because I don't know a whole lot about wine. I know that I like it, and I know that I like certain wines more than others, but I don't know enough to just go and pick up wine based on my own knowledge. So it gives me some suggestions here, which you can go to the store and look for one of them. Possibly pick one of them up if they happen to have it there, or if they don't, you can go and see more results by brand as well, and then make a choice. If your store doesn't have a very large selection, then at the very least it told you that a Syrah would be the best option, and you can choose from whichever Syrahs they have available. But the object here is to be able to select one of them. It tells you an estimate of the price. It gives you a little bit more information about that here. And then what's cool is the social integration that it allows you to use. We can actually tweet that out to Twitter or tell a friend on Facebook. So all I have to do, because I've already went into my share settings and configured my share settings, is click tweet it out, and it sends it out to Twitter. Lets me know that it sent it out to Twitter. I can also go and send it out to Facebook. It says, hey, it's going to publish this to your wall. Is that okay? And I can type in an additional message there if I'd like, and then I can just hit publish, and it goes ahead and does that. This is really cool the way that works. So I can hit home and go all the way back home here. We also have wine for occasion, wine by taste and style from a country or region, and then here it is almost Thanksgiving at the time that I'm recording this, and it allows for Thanksgiving wine pairings. And then I'm sure as more holidays get near, it will switch to, Christmas time, New Year's, and stuff like that. So I really like that because this is information it's pulling from the web. It is not storing all of this in the app, so that way the app is lightweight. The app also will bring in the most current information, and you're not downloading updates all the time. As you can see, I mentioned that this app is in version 1.1, yet it stays completely current because of the way that the app was developed. So let's say we have wine already. Let's say it's a rosé, and my wife likes white Zinfandel, so let's say we have that, and it's kind of a blush. So now it's giving us suggestions on what we can make for dinner, because maybe, we had a rough day and we want some wine, just kind of wind down a little bit. And one particular wine is really sounding good. Now we have options here of stuff that we can make that's going to taste good, that's going to make the most of that wine that we're drinking. And this is a really cool option, being able to go and do a reverse lookup like this. So we can go back home really easily. I can go and do a search from its very well put together search engine here. I can either just type something in at random, or I can choose from any of those selections, to narrow my search down as well. Now here is our share menu where we set up our sharing options with Twitter and Facebook. Really easy to do that. That has Facebook Connect built in, and also the Twitter integration, so that way everything happens on the fly without having to go out to the web browser, which is great. So some of the things, obviously, that I've already mentioned, we have those wine pairing recommendations. It recommends by brand, which is really cool. Hopefully that brand is something that you could pick up. That social ability of being able to tweet those out to Twitter or post it out to Facebook. And then just the food pairing suggestions, which are great. Let's take a look at wine for an occasion. Look at this, for a gift, for a date, a wine to impress someone. I think that's a lot of the reason why most people, like, say me for example, would buy a bottle of wine if I'm going somewhere. So as long as I know possibly what kind of wine a person may like say I know that they like reds, it's going to give a suggestion here. A Pinot Noir gives a little bit of information so that maybe I can actually talk about that real briefly, but talk about that wine when I give it to someone. So that way I seem a little bit informed. So it gives us that information here. I can click on this. Wine, it's $20. That's not bad for a wine to impress people. $20 bottle of wine gives a little bit of information, gives us those the points, 88 points, a little bit of information about that. It's got a 3 out of 5 star rating. We can go back and look at some of the other ones. I could see more brand results if I would like. It says, it gives me a couple of those options there. It also tells me a couple of other wines that I might try. And typically I think these are wines that I personally haven't seen as often. I don't necessarily know these wine names that it's bringing in. So they are, it's knowledge too. This is bringing you information, and it's teaching you more about wine and what you can get for certain foods, which this solves a problem that I've had ever since I first kind of started enjoying wine as a beverage. So all of the ratings, all the information, having that search engine built in, the ability for it to give you those pairing suggestions based on food, or the reverse lookup and all that stuff. It's just a great app with a lot of details. It's well thought out. As of right now, there's this More Apps button on the side. It also recommends a couple of applications that you can look at that that they don't do. These are actually apps from other people that they're sharing with you. I don't necessarily know how long that option is going to stay there, but nonetheless, these are other apps that you can check out as well. So HelloVino is a very well put together app, and as you could tell, I've been talking about it a lot. I actually know the developer pretty well for this application, and I can say that this is not an application that was put out without being thought about very well beforehand. So it's a great application. HelloVino, check it out. Go by our website, dailyappshow.com. Let us know what you think about this app as well. Did I mention it's free? Yes, it is a free application, so you should go and check it out today. You can also visit their website, hellovino.com. Take care, and we'll see you next time on the Daily App Show.